Do you think Kyler Murray goes first?
It's the only thing that makes sense for all the moves that they made up until this point.
Right.
Excluding drafting Josh Rosen last year. Everything else they've done since then would lead you to believe that this is the thing that makes sense from hiring the coach that they hired, bringing in the philosophy, and this quarterback seems to fit exactly what they want to do on offense.
And then what they've done since the combine, like I know you need to be coy in case you get that Godfather offer that you can't refuse for the first overall pick, and you do need to, I understand, make it seem like you would take that guy to try and get somebody to get up there. But you also have to know, if you're evaluating, that certain systems and certain coaches, they're never going to go up and get this guy because of his literal stature, not his figurative stature in his tape. So that's kind of the head scratcher if they maneuver all this way and then don't take him first overall.
There would have to be a very powerful voice somewhere in that organization that would have had to convince pretty much everybody else that this is not the thing to do, that we should do something else, that we have to believe in Josh Rosen and the other combination of weapons that we have on the offensive side. Maybe we need to take Bosa, we need to take somebody else, but I think that would be shocking at this point.
Knowing Rosen as you do, obviously having competed against him, how do he hasn't said a single thing other than just putting out a video of him and his buddies where he does speak from the heart about how annoying this has been. But how do you think he would handle it if they come to him and just say, look, we told you at the Combine you were our guy personally, but sorry about the last 2.5 months. How do you think he would handle that, do you think?
Knowing Josh as I do know, going all the way back to recruiting him, I think he's shown unbelievable restraint. He's been one of the most outspoken guys in college football in the beginning of his NFL career, and realizing that this is a job and he's got a persona that he's been trying to change to a certain degree. He believes in himself 100%, as a lot of people do, that he is going to be a very good NFL quarterback. And if it's in Arizona, great. If it's not, it's going to be someplace else. And all the reports you hear from him showing up every single day, working extremely hard, learning the offense, being a leader on the field for those guys. He's done everything that he needs to do, and now the things that other people have to do, let them do that. And if he has to stay in Arizona, okay, great. But it's not going to be very long if they take Kyler Murray, but he's going to go someplace else. So I think he's got a very good bead on what it takes to be professional right now, which is show up and do your job.
Now that you could, all that said though, I mean, he's still a human being. And, you know, I've heard stories about how quarterbacks they're like elephants. Their memories it never dies. I mean,
there's no question about it. And this kid's in that category. Don't think he doesn't have a huge chip on his shoulder anyway for all the guys who were drafted in front of him anyway. Right. He remembers all those guys.
Didn't he say that all the teams made 9 mistakes in front of him? Did
yes.
He say that last year?
Yes.
Right.
Which may or may not be true. But the most important thing, though, that you're alluding to is he's got the edge. He's got a chip on his shoulder no matter what they do, whether he stays in Arizona or not.
Right.
This kid's already got a chip on his shoulder. He's dying to prove his ability not just to survive in this game. He thinks he's going to be one of the best. That's what he has in his mind. It's just who's going to give him that opportunity. Is it Arizona or is it someplace else?
And having sat next to you now for 8 years, and I'm kind of get an idea of the way your mind thinks, David Shaw. You like Rosen and are a little bit confused why they would move on from him after taking him. Am I putting words in your mouth, or do you believe that?
No, I understand, and I'd like to remind people, and I did 9 years in the NFL before I came back to college.
Oh, yes.
And you make organizational decisions. And when you make an organizational decision like this franchise has made in hiring the head coach that they hired, you can't worry about what happened before that. So you can't worry that you took a quarterback in the first round last year. If you've made an organizational decision to change how you're going to play this offense and you want a specific type of guy to play quarterback there,
right,
then you don't worry about what you did last year. Now, I can't say that that's completely happened, but by all accounts, that is what happened. They've made an organizational decision to play a certain style of offense, and this quarterback, like it or not, his stature, whatever, he has proven that he can play in this offense at an extremely high level. So it would be shocking to me if they went down this road with the head coach and the philosophy and then all of a sudden changed at the last minute.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download the Rich Eisen Show app.